Can I tell you a secret? The biggest reason people struggle to make money online isn't because it's difficult, simply because they've been following outdated advice that overcomplicates everything. You know, you've seen it all before. The gurus who say you need years of experience, a huge social media following, or complex sales funnels. It's exhausting, right? And honestly, it's pushing you in the wrong direction. But here's the truth. There's a faster, simpler way that almost nobody talks about. It's the kind of plan I'd use if I lost everything today, and it doesn't require any experience or a big audience to get started. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 fastest ways to make money online, including and highlighting the main method that you can use today to start seeing your first dollars. No audience, no experience required. And the best part? I'm going to give you a simple step-by-step plan that you can start using immediately. So, let's dive in. So if you're brand new to the game or you're looking at ways to make money online and do it in a lower risk, higher reward fashion, well, I'm sure you've come across some of these problems before that I've got laid out here. Things like, well, I don't have any experience. I've never done this before. Quite honestly, anytime that anyone starts anything new, well, we're all starting from zero. None of us have any experience. So we're going to make sure that we overcome that. No audience. This is a big one as well. You see, many of the strategies out there that we're going to cover are going to require already having a pre-built, pre-existing audience in place, which means that for a beginner, or if you're just trying to get started, or you're trying to make money as fast as possible, we're going to have to take those right off the table too. Takes too long. There's another one. I mean, I'm all for making sure that we're keeping our eye on the prize, that we've got long-term planning in place. These aren't like get-rich-quick things, but we do need to start getting results sooner than later. In fact, there are going to be certain systems and certain processes that we're going to want to use that are going to enable us to have fast wins, immediate wins. And we're going to use those to build your confidence, to show you that, yes, this is actually legitimate. And yes, I can actually do that, which takes me to this final one. Is this just a big scam? This whole make money online thing. And I've got to tell you a bit of a personal story. When I first started my very first marketing agency over a decade ago, I remember seeing content and ads and promotions for people offering to help you build a 7-figure agency, $1 million a year agency. How you can go out there and start making $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $300,000 a month. And I promise you, I thought it was a scam. I heard those stories and I was like, there is absolutely no way that exists. That is not true. It was only when somebody showed me an easier, a sort of a lower barrier to entry offer saying, hey, here's how to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. Here's how other people are doing it. And here's how you might be able to do it too. That I lowered my guard and allowed myself to at least sort of go into the waters, test it out a bit, and in order to see if this is actually going to work. And that's my hope here today, is to present you with these models and show you these low risk, no barrier to entry, no experience required, no audience required, that are going to allow you to make $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and you can scale it up from there if you want. But getting that first client, getting that first payday is really what we're focused on here. Now, when it comes to making money online, offline really as well, but really focused on online marketing so you can work from home, you can build up a passive income stream, you can work from anywhere in the world, all of those things. Well, there's 3 essential ways. The first of which is to sell someone else's stuff. This is affiliate marketing. This is where we'll go out there, we'll find a product or a service or a software, and we'll essentially act as middlemen, as salespeople for it. Absolutely fantastic way to go out there and make some money, but there's a big problem with it. It typically requires traffic. In other words, we need to make sure that we're generating a lot of clicks, a lot of eyeballs, getting in front of a lot of people, because the amount of people that see this offer and then convert into giving you money and actually paying for it so you can earn a commission is going to be relatively low. So you're going to need a very large audience in order to make this all work. Let's move on to the second way, sell your own stuff. This is a widely talked about method. This is where you create a digital product, start an online course, do digital marketing with your course, all of those things. Great idea in theory, but not only are you going to require traffic, you're also going to require an audience that knows you, likes you, trusts you, is willing to buy into your course. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're buying into this create an online course model is they think that the hard part is coming up with the course, creating the content, recording the videos, getting them edited, the lesson plan, the templates and all of that. Nothing could be further from the truth. That's the easy part. The hard part is selling the course. And I can tell you, as someone that has sold online courses for over a decade now as well, there is a massive difference between the first few online courses I sold and the most recent ones. And the biggest difference that enabled me to go from making hundreds of dollars to essentially millions of dollars with online courses is just because of the audience. That's it. I mean, the content that I made over a decade ago, it's still really, really good content, but I didn't have the audience. So therefore, I could show it to not as many people, and many people didn't buy, whereas today there's a larger audience. Therefore, I'm able to show it. The content is still just as good, just as valuable. It's just that there's a larger audience to promote it to. So that leads us nicely to this one right here. If I lost everything, if I was starting from scratch, starting from absolute zero, and I needed to get going and I needed to make money as fast as possible and the most amount of money, services are what I would do, full stop. And it's not just me. If you start looking around at other business advisors or coaches or consultants, a lot of what they're going to suggest, especially if you're just getting started in the online space, is going to be around selling some kind of service. Now, there are a number of different reasons for this that make selling services so incredibly irresistible, but perhaps the biggest one is that when you're selling services, and we'll talk about who to sell it to and what kind of services to offer, but typically, you're doing something for someone. You're enabling them to get something without them having to do a whole lot of work. Whereas if we're selling a course or we're selling a product or selling anything like that, there's a lot of marketing that needs to go into it in order to not necessarily convince, but to show someone the value of it. Well, with services, all we really have to do is identify a market's big pain and then provide a solution to that, wrap it all up in a nice pretty package, and we can hand it to them on a silver platter, which will allow you to make a whole lot more money. All right, so who should we sell to? Well, when we're looking at the broad market in general, all of the people that we could possibly sell to, we typically divide it on this sort of larger macro level into two different areas, one of which is called B2B and one of which is B2C. Now, B2B is business to business. This means that your customers, your clients here, are other businesses. That's the B. We're going to talk about which one we want to focus on in just a second, but B2C is business to customer or consumer or anything like that. So essentially what you're doing here is you're selling to regular people that don't have businesses. So if you're selling a pair of, say, running shoes, you're B2C. If you're selling marketing systems, you're B2B. If you're selling bubblegum, you're B2C. If you're selling software that helps people with accounting, you're B2B. Now, if I had to get you to guess which one of these markets is more likely to have more money, which one would you guess? Would it be the average everyday person, or would it be a business owner, someone with a company to run with employees? First of all, it's kind of obvious that it's going to be the business. After all, I wish consumer debt wasn't as bad as it was. I wish that people in general had more money. This is what the attempt of making these videos is, to help alleviate a lot of that sort of entrepreneurial poverty out there. But regardless, businesses tend to have more money. Not only that, but they also understand and value investing in the growth of their business more so than, say, the average everyday person. There's also higher margins. There's also better repeat and retention and scalability, all sorts of other things. But essentially what we want to do is we want to focus on B2B businesses, especially if we're trying to make the most amount of money as quickly as possible. So, next question. What do we sell to these B2B businesses? Well, I put a bunch of words here that all kind of mean the same thing. They're all different features, possible benefits of the services that we're going to sell. I'm going to make sure that I give you the exact specific services that we're going to talk about in just a second. But when we're selling services to small business owners that are going to help them to grow their businesses, to get more customers, to make more money, we want to sell them systems. What this means is that rather than you having to go in there and do all of the work yourself manually, building things, tweaking things, adjusting software, writing code, creating content, we want to install proven systems that are replicable, that can get results with or without you. Also, automation. A subpart or a second part of the systems is we want them to be as automated as humanly possible, meaning that you don't have to do manual repetitive work. So in other words, copy pasting code or installing different websites or anything like that, or following up with clients, following up with leads as they come in. We can automate a lot of this. And the way that we automate that is with software. So all of these kind of tie in. What we're looking for is a piece of software that's going to allow us to automate things, that's going to allow us to install systems. Clearly, we're going to want to use AI. AI, artificial intelligence, is no longer just a buzzword. It's no longer this, the cool new kid on the block. This is it's become an integral part of doing business today. Essentially, there are going to be, and there currently are, but we're seeing this massive trend taking place right now. There's sort of two halves of businesses, the half that is leveraging and using AI and the half that isn't. And the half that isn't is quickly falling behind. And it's simply because AI allows you to get more done faster. We can create content faster. We can edit things faster. We can analyze data faster. In fact, probably the biggest use for AI right now is taking a look at all of these different metrics and analytics and all of these confusing numbers. And we just dump it into AI and we're like, who makes me the most money? And AI says, these people. And you say, which thing is getting me the most clicks? AI says, that thing. We say, which of these should I sell more of that's going to give me the highest margins? And AI says, that thing. That's it. That's how we're using AI right now to double, triple, 10x revenues with basically no extra work. Anyway, copy and paste. Very much like with our systems, we want to be able to take these, use them over there, use them over there, use them over there. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, plug and play, repeatable, scalable, all of these things. These are the kind of services that we need to be looking for. So when we're looking at going to small businesses, there are certain services that you can offer that are going to be high value, but they're going to take a lot of time. So think of something like custom website coding. That's a valuable service. You can charge $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to make a website, but it's going to take you a month, maybe longer. Not to mention, you're going to need the skills required to go out and actually do this. Running advertising, that's another phenomenal service to offer, but there's a problem with ads. For example, if a client has a budget of, say, $5,000 a month, well, if you run ads, let's say we're going to spend half that budget on ads. So this means that automatically we're taking away $2,500 that's going to either Facebook or Google, which means you don't get it. So your profit is $2,500. Not bad, but not as good as the full $5,000. So we want to find services that, again, we're going to be able to use software and automation and all of that to implement. So let's take a look at those now. All right, so the first one on the list is something called an AI employee. And this one I love because it is about as zero effort as it possibly gets. So what an AI employee is an automatic voice answering system. Think of it like a receptionist for a business. So if somebody calls a small business owner and they are on the other line or they're busy or someone calls after hours, what they like to imagine is that they're not missing that many calls. People will leave a voicemail. They'll call back later. None of that happens. First of all, I believe it's over 60% of calls to small businesses get missed. So this means they're losing out on potential 60% of revenue, just like that. The second thing is people don't often leave voicemails. They rarely call back. What they do is they go through businesses, and if the first one doesn't answer, they go to the second, then the third, then the fourth, and that business is pretty much gone forever. So an AI employee solves that. And what happens is they'll call the business. After 3 rings, it automatically forwards over to this, and it's an AI bot essentially that says, "Hey, how are you doing? How can I help you today? What's your issue? What's your name? What's your phone number? I'll take all this information for you." And it works phenomenally well. And we can install it with a click of a button for a business. They don't have to change their phone number. They don't have to add anything else. It's no effort on your part other than literally setting it up and forwarding it over. It's probably one of the easiest revenue generating tools that you can use. There is no skills required, no experience required, because again, we're leveraging software and automations and AI to do the hard work for you, but we're still delivering the main thing that business owners care about, which is results. Okay. Number 2, customer reactivation campaign. The appeal of this one is that there are no ads required. In other words, the offer that you can make to a small business owner is I can get you 30 to 50 new appointments this month or in the next 7 days for free, no cost, no ads required. And the way that we do that, again, is using software and automations. All we need is a list of that business's customers, previous customers. We take them, put them into the software. The software then reaches out to them via email or text message, sends them a quick note saying, "Hey, I've got some vouchers here with your name on it. Would you like one? I have a discount. I have a free this thing. I have that thing," whatever it is. We offer that to them. They say, "Yes, I would like one of those." And then we reactivate those customers in the database. We book appointments for the business. They start getting sales. They start increasing their calls. They make a whole lot more money. It took you, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes. I mean, it's really like a 1-minute thing, but let's say that things went bad and I don't know, the internet was down, you had to wait. Like, this is not a complicated process to do. We have workflows fully built out. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can get everything I'm talking about here today for completely free. So you can just install this and use it in your own business. But like, we have these already built. So we just click customer reactivation campaign and then it runs. Okay, moving on. Number 3, Google Map SEO. Now, this is where people start to get a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? The nice word. A little bit uptight, a little bit itchy, thinking, Adam, how can you be telling me that you don't need any experience or any skills to do SEO? SEO is one of the most technical and analytical marketing strategies out there, and you're telling me that even beginners can do it? And I'm saying yes. Yes, they can. We're going to be specific, though. We are going to focus on SEO in the Google Maps. Specifically, those Google business profile listings. So if you go to Google, and I'm going to show you this in just a second, and you type in plumbers in whatever, plumbers in Los Angeles or Denver or whatever, you're going to see a bunch of listings. The top ones are going to be ads. Right below that, you're going to see all the maps. You'll see because they'll have the little location pin, there'll be a picture of a map, and then below that is all of the organic, regular website listings. We're going to leave the organic stuff, the websites, alone for now, and we're going to focus on the Google Maps. And the reason is, this is typically where people will look first when they're calling, and it's also incredibly easy to optimize and to start ranking higher. In fact, there's only 3 things that you need to do Google Map SEO. The first of which is you need to fully complete a business's Google business profile. This means making sure that it's filled out. I mean, it really is as simple as that. Put in the name, put in the address, put in the hours, add a description, put in the services, add some photos, like just literally fill out the profile. That's kind of it. Okay, part number 2, you need citations. Citations is the fanciest that we're going to get today. And even then, this is just fancy marketer talk for a backlink. And using software, we can just go out there and buy these backlinks. We click on buy backlinks. We buy backlinks. They're $1 or a couple bucks a pop. The business that has the most backlinks, as well as the next ingredient, is going to rank the highest. And that third ingredient is reviews. So if you go to the Google Business Map Pack and you're looking at them, the businesses that are going to rank the highest are the ones that have complete profiles. They have the most citations built, which we can just literally click a button and say build citations. And they're going to have the most positive 5-star reviews, which leads me perfectly to the 4th service that we want to offer. Online reviews. This, my friend, is fully automated. Again, much like everything else that we've covered up till now, we're using software, we're using automation, we're using AI. The way that online reviews work and the way that you're going to be able to sell this to small business owners and charge a very pretty penny for is that you go up to them, you say, I can help you generate more 5-star reviews. They say, that sounds great. Yes, please. How do you do it? And well, what we do is, first of all, we send out a message to previous customers, to any new customers that they get. We can send it via email or via SMS. Again, we use software to do this. We help them increase more positive 5-star reviews. Their ranking goes up. You, my friend, look like a superhero. All right, let's talk about where to find clients. So this all sounds great. We've got some services. We have some ideas. We're on the fast track to making some money. We know that we can use software, AI, and automation to take care of most of the heavy lifting for us. Where are we going to get clients? Well, number 1, we go to Google. All right, in this example, I stole my kids' art supplies from their school. They're going to it's going to be an interesting day explaining to the teacher where their glue stick went. But we printed this out. Plumbers in Dallas, Texas. That's it. Google, plumbers, Dallas, Texas. We now have a long list of plumbers. You can safely ignore the top one unless you want to focus on some ads or help them improve that. But these right here are all the organic map listings. And if you'll notice, we can have all of their contact details. We can look at their website, we can look at their phone number, we can click in, we can see how many reviews they have. Obviously, if we're offering review service, we probably want to stay away from these top people here, but that's where this comes in. More businesses, right here. There's that little button down there. We can click more businesses and you're going to see all of the different plumbers, many of which, especially past the first page, second page, third page, fourth page, are going to have no reviews, bad reviews. They may not have even claimed their Google business profile, which means you can go out there and help them claim it. Many of them won't have a website. You can actually build them a templated website just by clicking a button, copy and pasting it over. In fact, again, I'll make sure that you've got access to this as well, but I'll give you the exact templates that we use so we can build templated websites for clients with a click of a button. Basically 10, 15 minutes work tops. So that's how we find all of these clients. Number 2, network. Look in your phone, go through your contacts, look through your email, find all your contacts there, look through your social media. Odds are good you have hundreds, if not thousands of potential contacts that you can reach out to. Obviously, they're not all going to buy. They don't all want to buy. You don't want to sell them all, but you can at least let them know, hey, I've started doing this. I've started offering a service. Do you know any small business owners that would have it? Do you know anybody that would be interested in this? Your warm network is likely to lead to your first few clients, and we use that to leverage and to get even more clients. Number 3, social media. The same thing here with plumbers in Dallas. By the way, you could look up roofers in Dallas, landscapers in Dallas, landscapers in Arizona, landscapers in Phoenix, landscapers in any city in California or New York or Pennsylvania, anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. We are not limited geographically. So you can work with any niche and you can work in any area because these strategies, these software, all of the automations, they apply across the board. Social media, same thing. Go to Facebook, go to Instagram, do searches for that, and you'll find a ton of potential clients that you can reach out to, which leads us perfectly to the next question. What do you say when you find them? You say this. That's it. Copy, paste. Feel free to screenshot. Feel free to tweak it and adjust it. I'm going to read it out for you now. Hey, Adam. I said Adam, obviously replace with their first name. Interested in me setting up a system that gets you 5 to 10 new positive reviews a day for free? I set it up with automations, no setup fees or upfront costs, just an easy way to boost your reviews quickly. Want me to send over a quick video explaining how it works? That's it. I have sent this message thousands and thousands and thousands of times. It is proven to work. It works fantastic. If I had to give you one piece of advice or one recommendation with it, it's that now that I'm publishing this video publicly, everyone's going to see this. So my advice would be to tweak it or to customize it or to adjust it a little bit because you don't want to be sending copy and paste verbatim what everybody else is sending as well. So feel free to make just a few small tweaks to it, put it in your own words, your own language, keep it short and sweet, but send this. And you can send it via email. You can send it via direct message, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can call them on the phone and do this. A lot of people are afraid of cold calling. Understandably, it's not very comfortable. However, it is probably one of the fastest paths to cash. And if I had to make 10K today, I'd probably just pick up the phone and start calling people. You can send it in direct mail. Fold it up in a nice little letter, send it in. You can deliver it in person. Go into different businesses, have a quick conversation with them and make them this offer. This, my friend, is truly an irresistible offer because we are going to be setting this up. We're going to be getting them reviews. They already know and understand the importance of these things to their business. So it's a relatively easy sale, but let's talk about how much we can make here. What do you charge? How's this all work? Let's do some finances. So what do you charge? Well, I've got 2 different packages that I want you to present. The first of which is what you're going to offer in the first 0 to 14 days and probably free. You can charge a $1 trial if you like, or you could even do it for $1 a day as a trial. These are not big numbers for small business owners, but if you're just getting started and you haven't even got that first client yet, you really can't go wrong with free. Now, we're not going to do free for a month, for 2 months, for 6 months, for 6 years, none of that. We're going to go for like 0 to 14 days, couple weeks, 3 weeks at the absolute most if you have to. But this is because we do not need a lot of time to implement and install these systems and start getting them results. And when we get them results, our pitch, our offer for them to continue is really simple. It's simply, hey, we've been running this for 14 days. Looks like we've helped you generate 15 new 5-star reviews. Would you like to continue? And if they say yes, and when they say yes, we move on to the second thing, which is the 14-day plus pricing. And this carries on for years. $297 to $497 per month. This is a very low entry point into the world of offering these services to small business owners. We've provided a risk-free trial, which takes the risk away from them, also takes the risk away from you because you're not charging a fortune and then being terrified you won't get results. You're doing it for free. So there's really nothing to lose for either of you, but everything to gain. And then once they have seen the results, now you can charge anywhere from $297 to $497 per month in order to offer any of the services we talked about, from AI employee to the customer reactivation. We could do Google SEO. We could do all of these other things. Now, if you really feel that you're sort of knocking it out of the park and you're getting great results, you can also not be afraid to add a couple extra numbers to these. So you could charge not just $297, but $1297 or $1497. In fact, The beauty of charging these lower prices is that we are using AI and automation and systems to get the results. But if you decide that you would like to put in a little bit more sweat equity, put a little more time into it, you can charge significantly more for that in order to deliver it. But let's take a look at some money math here. How much can this make? Will this actually work? Well, 3 clients at $497 a month, $1,491 a month. That's just 3 clients. 5 clients at $497, $2,485 a month. 10 clients at $297. So let's say you don't feel comfortable charging $497 right away. Charge the lower price package. We managed to get 10 clients, which really isn't that much considering there's 33 million plus small businesses in the United States alone. Something 5 million new ones started all the time. Like there's a lot of businesses out there. That'll get you $29.70, 20 clients at $297, $59.40 per month. Relatively stable income here, repetitive, recurring, consistent, not a lot of work required. And if you decide that, hey, I think I'd like to do a little bit more work, make a little more money, well, you can charge a couple clients $1,500 a month or $2,500 a month. 4 clients at $2,500 a month is $10K a month, allowing you to hit your goal. And of course, you can always grow it from there. All right, so if you're ready to launch your own online business, but don't know where to start, then for a limited time, I'm giving away my complete proven marketing system, the exact blueprint that I used to build multiple 7-figure agencies and work with clients like Google, Amazon, and Meta. And it's yours totally free. You're getting a full framework packed with high converting templates and client getting scripts and sales funnels, all perfected over the past decade. Plus, I'm also including a 30-day free trial to high level. All of this is going to be preloaded into that, so you can start getting clients immediately. Sign up today and I'll show you exactly what to sell, how to sell it, and who to sell it to, so you can start making money right away. Thousands of people have used these systems to build thriving online businesses. Now it's your turn. So tap or click the link in the descriptions below now, enter your info, and let's start building something absolutely amazing together. All right, I'll see you on the inside. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm also going to link up another video right over here that's going to give you even more of my best marketing strategies, and I think you're really going to find it valuable. All right, talk to you soon.